Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EWF Main Event, our flagship televised show here in the European Wrestling Foundation. And what a show we've got lined up for you this week on EWF Main Event. We've got new starters, we've got main events, we've got Extreme Rules matches, we've got a 6-woman battle royal to establish the #1 contender for the EWF Women's Championship coming right up here tonight. Stay tuned, folks, because it's EWF Main Event time right here on YouTube. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as we bring you all of the European Wrestling Foundation action for this week. Stay tuned for all the action. So welcome to EWF Main Event, ladies and gentlemen, as kicking things off this week, a guy who we have not seen a lot of in action as yet, and Bishop Bryant takes on Gonbito in this opening contest this week here on EWF Main Event. So we look forward to seeing this first contest here tonight. Bishop Bryant against Gonbito is coming your way next. So away we go then for all the action here this week as our opening contest involving Gonbito, the veteran of the EWF now, against the newcomer Bishop Bryant. And Bishop now hammering away at Gonbito, and I did just want to mention this guy. Not a lot is known about him, but it's not mistaking Gonbito, of course. If you're new to the EWF, he's in the red trunks there and the red and black hair and the face paint, working over Bishop Bryant right now. And boy, what a show we've got here this week lined up for you folks. We've got 6 great matches here on EWF Main Event this week. Bishop on the middle turnbuckle, but deciding against it, so I don't know what changed his mind. Hey, what a left hand to the face instead. And Gombito now sends him into the ropes, and a drop kick takes him down. So we have had a short break here in the European Wrestling Foundation for no shows last weekend at all, and everybody was taking advantage of that summer break, and we had a few new people join the EWF, which is always good to see, and some of those have created their profiles and are waiting to make their debuts. Of course, you know that you have to have a profile, and there are still a few people that haven't created a profile that have actually joined the server, the EWF, and I'd encourage them to get their profile on there as soon as they possibly can, and then you will be appearing in an arena like the one you see before you right now. Of course, there is a new ruling now, 14 days now to create your profile, and that's been introduced so that we have only active EWF superstars. Covered by Bryant now gets the 1.5 over Gombito. And Bishop Bryant is going to be looking to get a victory here over Gombito. And again, I don't know what it is with the hesitation from Bishop Bryant. That's twice now. He's kind of climbed up to the middle turnbuckle and almost sort of then changes his mind for some reason. So Bishop now with Gombito on his shoulders here, and he's looking for some kind of move, and it's a slingshot across the top rope there, across the face. Is that going to be enough for Bishop Bryant on main event this week? No, 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 no. Gombito kicks out on 2. Of course, the European Wrestling Foundation is with you. We have shows going out each and every week. And we've got a great community now that's developed over the course of several months since the EWF came to Discord server. And Gombito now. Bishop Bryant looks like he's in control of the match here. Now he's up to that second turnbuckle. What's he going to do? This time he lands, I think it was an elbow or a knee on Gombito. And Gombito kicks out there at the last minute. So Bishop Bryant now is not going to get an easy victory over Gombito. He's going to have to work for it. And now Gombito swings into action, and Bishop Bryant is on the outside now, the other side of the ropes there. Not a good position to be in. Gombito is now, look, he's really fired up now. And maybe Gombito is going to develop some kind of momentum here against Bishop Bryant. Gombito is looking for that all-important victory. It's a long time since we see Gombito in the ring, and certainly even longer since we saw him get a win here in the EWF. And Bishop Bryant's in an awkward position, just tied up on those ropes there, and Gombito is climbing up to the top rope and is going to try and fly here from one side of the ring to the other, a drop kick to the face. And I think Bishop Bryant is in trouble here, and Gombito could get a win here this week on main event. Gombito, so close here. Wait a minute. He did the same move again. He's going up to that top rope. This could be it. If he lands this, One into the ring, and I don't know whether he landed it. He looks like he did. He just managed to get some of that move. And now Gompito now with the cover. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And Gompito picks up the win. What a surprise victory this week.
Trouble with the curve, always in the backseat, singing like a bird. Oh no, take me to the moonlight. Stranger on the mountain, hanging on your words, walking in the night where everything is good. Oh no, take me to the good times. Don't forget what you told me. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Well, I'm really surprised there at the win Gompito picks up over Bishop Bryant, and I think Bishop was a good performance from him as well. But Gompito managing to pick up the all-important victory there, which is what's good in our first match here. Maybe those two could meet again in the very near future. I mean, that's kind of a victory for Gompito there at the underdog there, but Bishop Bryant may want to get his own back and get a rematch. We'll have to have a look at that. So moving on now to our next contest on Main Event, which features the new Rising Star champion, Blake Lennon. It's Blake Lennon, and these two guys have met before. The Rising Star champion, this time Falcon Takanashi, will be looking to get his own back. And Blake now straight away going to work on Falcon. And you may be wondering who's at ringside coming out with Blake Lennon. And that is somebody called Jack Lennon, who's out here with Blake. And as I understand it from talking to Blake before the show, she's going to be out here accompanying Blake for his matches. And I understand Blake has agreed to accompany her when she has her matches as well. And Blake's got Falcon right up above his shoulders and dumps him down face first there into the canvas. Cover here by the Rising Star champion, and he gets the 1, 2, 3. So there we go then, folks. Victorious there, the Rising Star champion Blake Lennon over Falcon Takanashi. And we're going to see more of Jack Lennon there, who's seeing her accompanying Blake to the ring. Not really sure what's what's going on there, what the dynamics are, what the context is around all of that yet. But I understand that Jack Lennon signed a contract with the EWF. She's going to be in action as part of the women's division, which is really heating up here in the EWF. So we'll look forward to seeing her making her debut in the EWF very, very soon.
King boy, I told you before, a king is boy. Now I told you before, king is boy.
So here we go then with our next contest, and we see Scott Smith against Mike Gonzalez here, and I know that these two have been chomping at the bit to get their hands on each other. There's been some words exchanged backstage, and I know that a challenge went out, and this is why this match was made for the return after the summer holidays. I think the way that Scott Smith was describing things was that he doesn't think that Mike Gonzalez works as hard as he should do as an EWF superstar. Not earning his stripes, not earning opportunities here in EWF. And you may have noticed that Scott Smith is accompanied by his new fiancée Sabrina tonight, who is part of the 6-women Battle Royal later on tonight. Just recently announced the news of their engagement. Mike Gonzalez, of course, one half of the tag team The Freak Show. As you can see now, Scott Smith, I think personally the two of these guys are fairly evenly matched, but Smith now dropped toe there by Mike Gonzalez, and Scott Smith tries to roll to the outside wisely, but he's probably better off rolling right out because Sabrina's out there, and he's knocked out in the end by Mike Gonzalez. And now Sabrina just checking on Scott Smith there, but Gonzalez doesn't give him any breathing space and rams him into the barricade here on the outside. Sabrina just stepping back now, giving these guys some space. Obviously Sabrina concerned for her fiancé, her loved one, here at the moment being battered and bruised by Gonzalez. And now Gonzalez rolls Smith back in, and he thinks he's done enough as he goes into the cover, but Scott Smith quickly kicking out of that one. And look at Smith, stands straight up to his feet here. Hard into the turnbuckle there sends Smith, and again, this time through the middle into the ring post goes the shoulder of Smith. And Gonzalez is really taking it to Scott Smith here tonight. You know, I've never really can't remember if we've ever seen Mike Gonzalez in singles competition here. I know we've seen Daniel Spears, his tag team partner. Covered by Gonzalez again. And Mike Gonzalez again trying to wear down Scott Smith here now this week. And Scott Smith again comes up with the elbows to the midsection, counters that move, and now he's got Gonzalez locked in here. Wait a minute, this is some kind of chokehold here. He's got a submission move on Scott Smith. He's tied up Mike Gonzalez in the ring. He's got nowhere to go. He's nowhere near the ropes, and Mike Gonzalez taps out. No, he hasn't tapped out. Yes, he has. He's tapped out. Sorry, I didn't even see hear the bell ring there. And obviously, Scott Smith has picked up the win here via submission this week over Mike Gonzalez.
King is born. I told you before. jungle, in the heat of the rumble, I ain't got nothing to lose. Hey, I've been fighting these hard times in the ghettos of my mind. That was victory that I choose. Hey, yes, my soul is blessed. The king is born. My mind complex. I'm a bad, bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me.
Well, there we go then, folks. So Scott Smith picks up the victory against Mike Gonzalez. And as I understand it, Jose No was making a bit of a fuss backstage. He's got a lot of things to get off his chest. And I understand that he wants to head out here and let us know what that's all about. Well, thank you very much for that welcome, but you know, I'm not going to waste any time while I'm standing here, because I've got a lot of things to get off my chest, and believe me, I'm not going to do it in the ring standing alone. So EWF World Champion Christian TK Wheeler, I know you can hear me, and I know you're here tonight, so why don't you get your ass out here now so I can get things off my chest. So, Jose No, whoever the hell you are, you have the gall to call me out here into the ring? The gall to call me out here? Who the hell are you? I don't think anybody knows who you are. I'm an EWF World Champion. Who are you? Well, you know what, Christian? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe they don't know who I am. But I'm here to prove that I've got what it takes to be an EWF World Champion. And I'm going to do anything in my power, anything, to get that belt around my waist. Oh, come on now, Jose, where have you been? Where have you been the last few months? You've seen what I'm capable of doing. You've seen how I'm undefeated. How I'm just that damn good. And Jose, I'm just afraid to say, you're just not good enough. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, you might be big, you might be tall, you might be strong, but I'm telling you now, Christian, you're just not good enough, because I am better than you. And I'm going to prove it, and I'm going to prove to all these fans here standing here tonight on Main Event. Well, if you want to prove it, that means we're going to have a match, right? How about next week on Main Event? How about me and you one-on-one? Nobody at ringside, me and you one-on-one, and I'll prove to you in a non-title contest that I'm better than you. Wow. Non-title contest, huh? Well, it looks like Christian TK Wheeler is leaving. He is storming out of here. And I think there's been a match. Jose No has definitely got his point across here. Jose No in the ring now has definitely got his point across against Christian TK Wheeler. And I think next week we're going to see a one-on-one match between the two. That's definitely happening next week on Main Event. So we're going to see the two of them go one-on-one next week, folks. Yeah, it's going to be a non-title contest, but you're going to see it. Jose No against Christian TK Wheeler next week on Main Event. And we're really looking forward to seeing how that pans out. I'm not really quite sure at the moment what kind of match it's going to be, but hey, who knows? Jose No's got something to prove. He thinks he's got what it takes, and we're going to see whether he can step up to the plate against the undefeated Christian TK Wheeler right here on Main Event next week. Well, folks, it's back to action coming up next as the veteran of the EWF now, the big man, Jordan H-Man, takes on Theodore Skullmaster, who has a real opportunity this week against Jordan Mann. That match, folks, is coming right up next.
One, 2. Check me out right here, yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. What are you choosing? You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Love me, baby. I'ma make you love me, baby. Talk you crazy, ain't gonna get you nothing but choke. And that jealousy is only gonna lead you broke. So the only thing left now is God for these cats. And when you know you're too hard for these cats, I'ma win cause I'm too smart for these cats. While they making up facts, I'm making up flat.
In the commission, you ask for permission to hit him. He don't like me, him and Wild Henry was with him. You heard of us, the murderers, more shady. Been on the low lately, the feds hate me. The sun is, they say my killing's too blatant. You hesitating, I'm in your mama crib waiting. Not taping, your fam, destiny lays in my hands. Got lays in my waist. Francis, M to the is H phenomenal. God rest under your vest, body abdominal.
Well, here we go then as Jordan Mann takes on Theodore Skullmaster, coming to the ring on his Harley Davidson motorbike there. Very smooth as he arrives at ringside. So it's just been confirmed. I know that like in that last piece there, Jose No challenging Christian TK Wheeler basically for the title, but it's not going to be, they're going to meet next week, and it's deciding that we're going to have Christian TK Wheeler against Jose No in a backstage brawl next week on Main Event. Obviously a non-title contest, but that's how it's going to pan out next week, and we'll see what happens as a result of that. In the meantime, Jordan H. Mann and Theodore Skullmaster in the ring. Jordan Mann, he comes in at something like 320. I mean, this guy, if he lands on you, you're going to know about it. Cover there by Theodore Skullmaster. Now the camel clutch there by the ropes, and I think Theodore was just a little bit too close to those ropes. The referee calls for the break there. And Theodore now on the outside with Jordan Mann, who looks stunned, and he's just thrown him straight into the steel post there, head first. Theodore Skullmaster. Wow, what a turn of aggression there, and Theodore doesn't know whether he wants to be in the ring or out of the ring here. And Theodore now, I say, teeing off on Jordan Mann there, throwing him straight into the ring post. Theodore now, plenty of clubbing blows to the head and moves being, plenty of punishment being dished out by Theodore this week. And Jordan H. Mann looking rather dazed there. And again into that steel post, and really on the outside. I mean, the referee's continuing to count here in the middle, but there's a lot of stuff going on here on the outside here. And Theodore now with a cover and gets the 2 count. Theodore now trying to work some of the body parts. Is a good, really good strategy, really, on his part. It works a lot of the time. I mean, if you isolate a body part and start working on an arm or a leg or a knee, you know, there's a lot of success that comes out of that. Jordan Mann now, look, just stands up. He's in the corner now. And Theodore lifts that huge guy up, and he's got some, believe me, he's got some strength in him to do that. You can see it took a little bit out of him then, and he's trying to choke him up there as he's tied up in those turnbuckles in the corner. And now he's choking him on that top rope now. The referee's going to try and get in there. He's only got 5 seconds before he has to break that hold. And now the big man, I'm going to say 320 on that top rope now, and Theodore is bringing him right down off of that top turnbuckle there. Theodore Skullmaster, what a move. But Jordan Mann stays in the match. Like I say, he is very resilient, Jordan Mann. We've seen him in action many times here in the EWF, and he's got a lot in him. It takes a lot to defeat somebody like Jordan H. Mann. A man wisely disappearing on the outside there to try and regain some momentum when he reaches for a steel chair, and why he's doing that I do not know. H-Man reaching for a steel chair, and now Theodore again attacking him on the outside here. now Jordan Mann finally finding some of that inner strength. And he's now coming back at Theodore Skullmaster on the outside. And look at that, how many turnbuckles did Jordan Mann hit? And then Theodore tries to celebrate, and that gives Mann an opportunity, really, to come back at him. One, two, heads first, straight into the turnbuckle. Three, that's 3 times now. 3 times, it's head first in it. Look at this, Jordan Mann still has got Theodore Skullmaster in a power slam, and he slams him down. And Jordan Mann and Theodore Skullmaster now are really both lost a lot of their stamina. And still Theodore is trying this top turnbuckle head first move, and it doesn't seem to be working. And a huge blows now from Jordan Mann. On the middle rope now, Jordan Mann, Theodore hanging there. And Mann straight through. All of that 320 pounds of him. And now it almost seems like the match is completely turned in the opposite direction as we see Theodore Skullmaster now being worked over by Jordan Mann. Mann standing over him now. Big right hand there. Huge right hand. Covered by Mann this time. And he gets a 2. Both of these EWF superstars have really given everything in this match tonight here on Main Event, folks. And just to be advised, as Jordan now covers Theodore once again, and he kicks out. Be advised that at the end of this match, that will be the end of part 1 of Main Event for this week. Part 2 for Main Event this week will be in a separate stream, so we'll stop this stream and straight away go back into another stream straight away to begin part 2 of Main Event. I know that looking at Theodore Skullmaster, he is continuously posting, throwing Jordan Mann into those turnbuckles, face first or head first, using every single one in the ring. And I don't know, it doesn't seem to be, for me, having that much effect on Jordan Mann, which is why Theodore has not won this match. And now he's getting a bit of his own treatment. Jordan Mann's had enough of that. He's giving a bit of his own treatment. Hey, take some of your own medicine. Theodore now trying to work down Jordan Mann now. Taking it to the mat. Elbows to the midsection by Jordan Mann. Lifts him up and plants him down there right into the ribs there, onto the knee. And wait a minute, there's a cover here right in the corner. But what a match between these two. What a match. Samoan drop by Jordan Mann. Wow, that's gonna take something out of Theodore now. There's got to be a breaking point here. Bear hug. That could be it. Jordan Mann, that's his submission move. Bear hug on Theodore's Skullmaster. Theodore in trouble. He's going to give up. Is he going to tap out of this? Jordan Mann. My goodness me. Theodore's Skullmaster. I don't know how he survived the bear hug. That's a finishing maneuver by Jordan Mann. He uses it all the time. The strength of Theodore to survive that move. And now Jordan Mann is going to try and capitalise on this now, surely. Surely that's got to be it. Now, 1, 2, and Theodore kicks out. How is Theodore? Wow, that's got to be it. That was a splash. That's got to have knocked him out completely. That is it. Jordan Mann picks up the win. Well, folks, we'll be right back for more EWF main event action after this short break. Join us in part 2 of main event on a fresh stream in just a few moments.